it's very less that we see students getting 90 each. We have Gurpreet over here who recently smashed PT with 90 each in the very first attempt. I don't even have to look at the scores because it's all 90. 90 in speaking, 90 in reading, 90 in listening, 90 in writing. First of all, I would like to congratulate you, Gurpreet. This is something very few students have done it, and we always feel proud when our students achieve this success.
Thank you very much, Vishal. I'm actually very glad for that. Thank you very much for your help, Vishal.
We were discussing, Gurpreet, that there were a lot of things which assisted us, right? We were doing it online as well, right? We had very hectic schedule, so we were not able to attend face-to-face sessions most of time. Then you were also giving mocks as well. But let's start with the very first thing. When you actually started PT, it was your very first time, right? And you had to know everything from the very beginning, right? So you think that attending the strategy sessions were helpful? Did they give you that insight?
I would say they were 100% helpful because considering, first of all, I didn't know the format of PTE. And when I first looked at the mock test and I was telling you that I didn't even know what to do. And I'm like, okay, what is that? Right. But then attended the strategy sessions on the second day and it did tell me, yeah, okay, this is how the scores are going to be divided. This is what you're supposed to do. And these are the strategies that you have to use rather than, like in the first one where I was doing like reading through all the sentences, repeating the sentences and everything. And when it came to the image, I was like, okay, it's only 10 seconds. How would I know what to say in just 10 seconds? And I wouldn't be able to say whatever I wanted to, right? So the strategies, obviously, when I followed those ones, gained the confidence after that and then started practicing according to that. So that was really helpful.
Yes, as you were saying that there are a lot of basic things which when students start their journey, they're not very sure, right? And if you get the right direction from the very beginning, it really helps you to save time and then helps you to get your scores in the first attempt as you got. So this is very important that you need to get that right direction from the very beginning. You need to know that, okay, what things you should do and what things you shouldn't do, right? So that it saves the time. Now, you were also a part of a group as well, right? Where there was a constant, engagement and everything outside the class hours. Do you think that helps students to be on a right pathway?
I think it does because when I was telling you about earlier that some of the times I didn't even have the time to, attend the classes like every day. I had a busy and everybody here has a busy schedule, right?
Right.
So what I did, like sometimes one of the student, goes and asks a question like, we have a query in that one, and I would see that teachers replying on that one, and I'm like, okay, this was my question as well. So that answered and it did really help with all the things. And then the students, the other thing I would say, the students, asking even a little question like the spelling mistakes, and I would see the instructors or yourself like answering straight away, yeah, this is how you're supposed to do it. It was really impressive to see that. Because usually what happens is if we are on Teams or whatever, or maybe if we are doing even the face-to-face sessions, you can't really get the answer straight away. And then that question stays in your mind for the whole day.
Exactly.
And then, you just think about that one, it wastes your time. But the WhatsApp group it is a very good tool to, stay connected, engaged, and answer your queries at the same time. Like,
100%.
I think it's very important.
100%. Yeah. It really helps you to clear it instantly and then you don't make the same mistake the next time, right? And that's where you improve, I would say, rapidly. Now, when you actually sat for the exam, were you very nervous? Because I know that you gave a couple of mocks. Do you think the environment in the mock test was similar in the exam which you already faced earlier?
No, not really. So when we're doing the mock, obviously we look for the quietest room in the house, right?
Exactly.
And there's no one to disturb us, even though we have AirPods or headphones on and everything. But I went to the test and there's like 10 people around me, and okay, fine, it's okay. Everybody would be doing their thing. Although the instructor said over there that everybody has to stay quiet and don't talk too louder. I'm like, okay, fine, I will do that.
Right.
And I started with my introduction when everybody just started talking, and I'm like, okay, I am the only one soft speaking here. So I had to also, it took me a second. I'm like, I didn't press next until I just, got into the scenario
Yes.
that, okay, they are going to say, just ignore that one. I remember you told me to, come over to the institute once and,
Right.
look at it. I was like, I thought I should have done that. But anyway, it's good.
Yes,
It went well.
it's very important because when you're very new to this, you actually don't expect this to happen, right? Because it's very different to IELTS, right? Because
Yeah.
in IELTS you just do it one to one. There's no one else, right? So you don't
Yeah.
get that distraction. But in PT, everyone do their thing at the same time, so it's very hard to focus. But said that, you have done amazingly well. You got 90 each in all the modules. The strategies and the templates, were they helpful, Gurpreet?
They were. The strategies, like let's start from strategies of, as I said, division of marks. It tells you that this is what they're looking for. This is what the computer or the algorithms are looking for.
Exactly.
From you, right? And then after that comes the strategies. Like, I don't know if I should say that or not. It actually tells you how to fool that computer.
Right.
Sort of. But that strategy is like starting from the speaking ones. It says that you have to speak the 12 words or a sentence, like I would say 12 to
Yes.
16.
Yes.
It catches your fluency. It catches that you can read the sentence, I would say. So yes, that was helpful. Repeat sentences. I am one of the persons who would just memorize things and say it straight away.
Right.
But I cannot take the notes, so I
Yes.
did not even try to take the notes over
Yes.
that one. But the describe image, I was telling you, when I first looked at that, I'm like, I can't say it in 40 seconds. No way I can say anything in 40 seconds, right? So how would I finish that? But when I looked at those templates, it says that, this image tells us to do it. I did mix a lit, but it did help me. That they're looking for the keywords. You have to use the keywords.
Yes.
And then comes the retail lecture, same thing. I wrote down quickly whatever the keywords I could write down.
Right.
And then put into that template that you guys have mentioned, and that's it, that word.
Right.
And then come the writing. That helped me more than anything else, I would say. I have done IELTS, obviously, right? But that's a different thing. I have to write a 250 words essay in IELTS as well, or I think it's and then 151 in the other one.
Yeah.
But you get 60 minutes for that.
Yes.
You get 20 minutes to do that one. You get 40 minutes to do. You get only 20 minutes in this one to
Exactly.
write a 250 words.
Exactly.
You would not. I mean, even I would not be ever able to. Being a teacher as well, I would ever not be able to write 250 to 300 words in 15 minutes and proofread them. No way.
Yes. It's
That
not
would
possible.
also be
Yeah.
considered.
Yeah.
But so what I did was, the revised template that you guys have given, especially for the essay, SWT, yes, that was like, I looked at that, picked the sentence from there, used the connectors, and that's it. That's all I did in SWT.
Yes.
What I did make sure is that it is a flow in there.
Yeah.
And it is making sense. It's not like I'm talking about a noun in the first sentence and then about a process in the next one. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to use a bit of a sense over there.
Right.
But the essay one, I would say, more than anything, that helped. I just wrote down exactly all the punctuation, all the words exactly as it is, and just put my keywords in there,
Right.
which weren't a lot. Yeah,
Right.
it was just one thing. Tourism, advantages and disadvantages.
That's it.
What would you do in there?
Yeah.
So, but still, very glad, I would say. Thank you very much.
I'm really glad as well.
Same goes for the listening and the reading, although we don't have many strategies in the reading, but whatever you have, you said in the templates, like, this is the main thing that comes down to, like, I think one of my friends, she missed down the last bit of the reading, the ones where you have to I think rearrange the
paragraphs and drag and drop. Yeah.
The thing is that the fill in the blanks and everything, you guys tell that they contain a lot of marks. They give your marks to this one. Amazing, man. I mean, I think it really helped.
We are really glad and we're very happy that we could help you to finish not only your PTE journey, also your NATI journey, right? In the very first attempts. And it helped you to get your 25 points, and we really wish you that you have your residency sorted as soon as possible. But before we wrap it up, Gurpreet, we really want to mention that you were taking a lot of online sessions, and even in the hectic schedule, you were practicing and being consistent and building up the momentum, right? So this is for a lot of students watching now as well, that if you are sitting at home, if you cannot make it to the center, that's fine. You can still get your desired scores. So you all have to do is you have to follow one direction. You have to understand your weak areas. You have to understand the strategies, and then just keep following them to the very core, and you will get your scores, right? And wherever you are struggling, just mention it to your experts, and you get that feedback instantly over here as well. And then you get that sense of relief that okay, now I can follow that feedback, and now I won't make the same mistake next time. And once you keep doing this over and over, you will definitely crack it as well, right?
I would totally agree with that.
Yes, thank you Gurpreet for joining today. We are very happy, and we wish you all the best for your future endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.